Alright guys, welcome to my Ironman progress video. So this is going to be the start of my new series. It's just going to be, as I progress through my Ironman, I'm going to be recording clips and stuff. This is what I'm going to start off with. Just a couple little kind of things to keep up with as my progress. So I got my Slayer gear coming in here. If you look, I have like the Slayer helmet recolor with the abyssal head for down the line, a fire torso, dragon plate legs, fury, dragon boots, fire cape, barrels gloves, berserker ring, imbued, whip, leaf plated battle axe, Ceradon god sword, dragon defender, dragon scimitar, Zamaraki and Hasta. If you look, see some of them are lit up and some of them are grayed out. The ones that are lit up I have acquired so far. So right now, currently I have the torso, the scimitar, and the defender. You might be like, oh, well, where's your Guthans? Where is the Fury's not the best you can do? Why don't you have Thorax plate legs or something there? And I'll get to that. Don't worry about that. That's all there. So that's going into my second kind of progress is I have all my Barrows items. So here I have Guthans, Varix, Darox, and then on the second page we have Thorax, Karils, and Arams. This is just kind of a quick thing I'll probably flash on the beginning of every video. Just kind of keep track of what I'm at. So at the beginning of every video it'll be updated for what I had at the end of the last video. That's just a way if y'all maybe missed an episode or if y'all just want to see a quick overview. These are the important items that I'm going for now. I might update this as the series goes on and my account progresses. So for example, if I get all my Slayer gear or if I get all the Barrows, I might do something different, like maybe all the God Wars drops, or maybe just kind of add in something like the Pegasians and all the boots. But this is what I have for now. Just kind of let me know if y'all want to see anything changed, and we'll get right into the video. Alright, here we go, guys. This video is going to be a little bit different than probably the rest of the series. I'm going to treat this one as kind of a baseline, so showing y'all everything I have right now, just so y'all know where I'm at, because obviously I'm not starting this account off from day one. I've progressed on this account already. So I'm just going to kind of show you where I'm at on everything, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so before I get into the bank, actually what I wanted to show y'all, I just want to go over kind of some stat goals, where I'm at, and want to just kind of get that baseline a little bit better for y'all. So these are the stats on the account: 1429 total, about 21 million total XP. So what I'm currently doing right now, well, besides AFK, I'm AFKing Monkfish as I'm trying to get all my YouTube stuff set up. But what I'm going to want to do before I start combat, because that's what I really want to do, is I want to do combat, I want to do Slayer. Slayer is one of my favorite skills in the game. But before I do that, I want to make sure I have pretty much the best gear I can get. So, and you saw that on the beginning tab. I'm not going to have all that before I start Slayer, but obviously I need to at least get Barrows gloves and some stuff like that before I even start Slayer. Also want to make sure I get some of the hard and elite diaries, knock out most of the requirements for that, so as I'm doing the clue scrolls I'm getting throughout the Slayer, I can actually do them and benefit from them. So what I kind of want to do before I start, at least, I'm going to get 99 fire making, that way, because I'm just awful at fight caves. I don't know what it is. I used to be able to do Jad. I haven't tried too much in old school, but I just kind of choked every time I've done Jad, but I'm not very good at it. So I want to get at least 70 range in like a Carol's Expo before I even attempt a fire cape. And obviously I'm going to be starting Slayer before that, so I want to knock that skill cape out. That'll kind of just be a good baseline cape before I can get the fire cape. So I want to get 99 fire making, and that'll boost up fletching and wood cutting, because I'm going to be doing it through the winter Todd. And I want to get both of these to 80, just pretty much for quote-unquote fashion scape. The 80 stats will look nice and round, like fishing up here. And well, for fletching actually has a practical use. I could do that for them, so I can make a magic short bow. I could just boost it from 75 with spicy stews, but I might as well just knock out the 80. And then I want to also, my Slayer will obviously be going up as I'm getting Slayer. I want to get 83 farming before I start. The reason for that is I'll be able to plant that extra spirit tree. That'll also unlock Calquat trees at 82. I also want to get, obviously, 83 Hunter. I need to knock out that Glory before I start Slayer. That's going to be one of my first goals once I start getting everything up and running. 83 Hunter, and then I'll probably get mining up for sure because I want to knock out Falador. I need to get the prospector gear. I'll probably get at least 70 mining and smithing. I'll definitely have 80 cooking because I want to cook all those monkfish before I start Slayer, so I won't have to stop in between. And that's just kind of a couple of things before Slayer as well. I'm gonna need to do like I was saying, for the elite clue scrolls. So I'll definitely need to get, I don't know if I'm gonna knock all of them out or just kind of the easy ones. So for example, Magic 68 is one of the requirements for level 5 enchant. I'll probably be getting that as I'm alching. For 70 agility, which is a whole flip-flop. I have to get 70 defense and 70 prayer and 75 smithing before I can get 70 agility, because those are requirements for the hard Kandarin diaries, and if you do the hard Kandarin diaries you get 15% more marks of grace. So I'm going to knock that out before I do 70 agility. But like 44 rune crafting, I'll definitely have that. That's an elite requirement. I'll definitely have that before, because I'm going to try and runecraft my own natures, because I'm going to be alching during agility, like I said, and I want to runecraft my own natures for that, so I'll have to get that to 44 and then craft the natures. But that was just kind of touch base with y'all the way I'm going to progress. Everybody loves combat. I believe I love combat. It's kind of killing me not doing combat, but I want to do all the skilling stuff out of the way first, so I can just do pretty much all the combat I want whenever I'm ready for that. Alright, and then let's get into the bank. So this is going to be my bank. I'm going to show it to y'all real quick. It's 37.1 mil according to OS Buddy. And don't judge me, this bank is very unorganized. I really need to organize everything. I might look into it. I have a couple little organization things that I kind of like. If y'all have any information or any tips on how y'all organize y'all's banks, leave it down in the comments below. I might take a couple of y'all suggestions on how to organize my bank. I really need to just throw a lot of this crap away. But anyways, back into it. 106k cash. I've been using all my cash pretty much to buy battle stabs. Right now I'm keeping it because I need to go buy more law runes. But I have my bead collection up in here. This is just from when I'm going for ecumenical keys to Alk for money. I kill the imps and I just keep the beads as just kind of a little collection. Just a fun little thing I do. Party hats from the Christmas event, feathers for headless arrows, and whatever else I need them for. I have my ropes for questing, ham robes, just a bunch of junk, colorful boots, 90 purple dye. The story behind that is I was collecting inventory of them because, you know, they're kind of expensive. I hadn't looked at the high alch value of them, so I just kind of collected about an inventory of them. And then I looked up the high alch value, it's like 3 GP. Just useless. So now every time I do a tree run, I'll use the Artie Cloak teleport to run to the spirit tree up there, and I'll just pick it up on the way there. So just kind of stockpile them, just another cool little kind of collection thing I do. I'm kind of a hoarder, you'll come to find out. So if I have something in the bank, I'm going to get as many of it as I can. Just because why not? Got some headless arrows, gems are all spread out. I need to organize all of that together as well. Anti-dragon shields, see, why do I need 23 of them? I don't know. I got a full inventory from the Duke, and just in case I'm losing them. Easter eggs, more just random stuff, quest stuff, some defenders, Hellcat, damage book. I don't have any pages so far, I don't believe, so I need to build those up as I'm doing clue scrolls. Ancient mace for prayer restore spec. I think I'm keeping these in case I ever my jar generator. I think you need eclectics to purchase one. Rune pickaxe. And there's the elite clue scroll that I need the thieving requirement for. I need to do these 2 Karambons I actually got from a gourmet impling. I think that's the best loot I've ever gotten from a gourmet impling. That's something you'll also see is I will catch any impling that I can, no matter what. So if there's a baby impling, I'll run and catch it just for the 100 XP, just for whatever. This is first tab. This is kind of my magic tab, so not anything super special. Just all my runes here. Like same thing with the beads. 82 mind talismans. I also collect those when I'm killing the imps. 25,000 pure essence. I believe I was at about 4,000 before I started the Winter Todd. And as of yesterday, they nerfed the drops again, so now the drops are just awful compared to what they were. So I did 296 before the nerf, so I still need to do to 99. I haven't actually had the worst of luck with it. And we'll get into that later throughout the bank. So my axes are in here for whatever reason, I don't know. Oh yeah, speaking of Winter Todd and axe luck, we'll get into that as well. Just 137 plant pots for whatever reason. I'm gonna move those over real quick. Just spices for spicy stews, spottier capes for weight reduction. I believe this is for an easy clue scroll. My rune crafting pouches, just kind of random stuff, quest items. This is my second tab. This is just for random event items. Once I build my house, I believe I can put all this in there, but I haven't gotten into construction quite yet. But so just random event items. And this is the main tab right here. This is the third tab. I'm actually just gonna go start hopping tabs now, so you can see the value on each tab. So this is my main tab. It started off as my skilling tab. I just kind of started throwing everything in here. Everything is so unorganized at this point. I just need to get into organizing it. But ores up here. So these two, the rune and the addy, I got all from Winter Todd because I'm only at 63 mining currently. I can't actually mine these. You won't be getting any of these anymore now, I guess, unless you're 99 mining. You might now, but now I've been getting mithril, and I think I've only got one ore drop since the nerf because I haven't done it too terribly much since the nerf. After that we have, fishing bait, and back into logs. I believe I had maybe 1,000 oak logs at the start of Winter Todd, and I think I had 1,000 of each of these. So it's really good for logs. This is what I was talking about for fletching. If I go to 80 fletching, I'll probably be using these U's, and then I'll string them and elk those. That'll be a little bit of cash. Over here with bird's nests, I always, as soon as I get them, especially for the seeds, I open them and crush them. Those will be used for Sarah brews later on. And speaking of these, I need to start miscellanea. That's just another thing on my list. Oh man, my list it's a long list, guys. But anyways, moving on, we have flax and bowstrings. I've just kind of I collected a healthy amount of each. And now I've just been doing passively, so I have the easy candering done, I believe. So I get 30 a day, and if I remember to collect them. I'm really bad about doing my dailies. I've been really good about my farm runs lately, and that's about it. But so I'll collect the 30, and then I'll go with an empty inventory, and I'll pick the rest flax and spin those into bowstrings. So just kind of passively getting those up. Here's my chinchampas. Those going to go up as I'm starting to get to 8,300. I think that's from like 63. I think is what you can get them to 68. Boots of lightness, 24 steel axes for whatever reason. And this is what I was talking about when I hoard stuff. So I have 40 knives, 21 tinder boxes, 62 hammers, 15 chisels. Like, there's no reason to have that many of all these, but I do anyways. That's just tools for various activities. Baguettes, golden nuggets for the mother lode mine. I need to get into that a little bit more, get the full set for the Foul or Hard diaries. Renar potions unfinished. I need to go collect a ton of snake grass because I have 221 unfinished potions here. If you look down, let's just jump forward a little bit. 242 prayer potions, 3 dose, and then just jumping around a little bit more. 234 clean Raynars. So, and those were all from Winter Todd. I got a lot of Renar seeds, and I was planting them as I was doing it, so it was really beneficial to me. You'll see how many I have left once we get down into this tab. But going on, vials of water for herb lore. Irrit potions. I have a bunch of unfinished potions. I saw this on someone, I don't remember who, but they're making the unfinished potions so they're just ready to go whenever you need them. I thought that was a pretty good idea, so I'd kind of done that a little bit. 1300 Eyes of Newt for attack potions and super attacks. 41 unstrung symbols for whatever reason, I think. And then 23 holy symbols. I can't remember what I made those for. I don't think it was for... No, yeah, it wasn't, because the unholy symbols are for the Zamorak item in the Wilderness God Wars dungeon, so I can't remember what I was making holy symbols for. Maybe just crafting XP, I honestly couldn't tell you. 1,800 gold bars, I got pretty much all those from the Winter Todd, and I was smithing them because I needed to get 59 smithing for the Lumberjagen Drainer a medium diaries because I had to make a mithril a smith a mithril graffle. I could have boosted it, but I thought I might as well grind it out while I have the ores so I don't have to do it later. 732 ecto tokens from training prayer. I'm probably going to do ecto functus to at least 70 just to get these stocked up for the bone crusher. Might as well, and it's going to take me a little bit to get a gilded altar down in Khazard Cell Keys for whatever reason. Some bone bolts from when I was training. I did a little bit of fletching. There's a couple unstrung bows. Back into herblore secondary, so we have lymphwort roots, cabbage and onion seeds. Those aren't secondaries, those are just here for whatever reason. I don't even need these. I should probably throw these away, but I'm a hoarder. I'll look into that. Attack potions, don't need those anymore. I have super attacks, but I haven't thrown away for whatever reason. Unfinished Marital potions, earth talismans, chocolate dust. I was using those for energy potions, but now that I'm 52, I can make super energies. I don't know if they're useful for anything else, but speaking of super energies and Mortmire fungus, collected a couple extra of those just in case. Elf camp teleports, those are going to be really useful going more into the later game once I get to the Elven Lands. Actually, I haven't done that quest quite yet because I was trying to get higher agility before I had to do Underground Pass. I'm 61 agility right now, and it looks like that's what I'm going to have to do it as. There's a whole explanation behind that I'll get into later, but Unicorn Horn and Unicorn Horn Dust, another herblore secondary, 22 bronze bars. I used to just buy those from Shanty whenever I was buying a Shanty pass, and just throw them in the bank. Steel nails, that'll be useful for construction. Games necklaces, Avanto potions, Guams, Terramins, white berries, and red spider's eggs, more herblore secondaries. More attack potions I need to throw away. Back into my molten glass for my crafting. So if you don't know, actually making battle staves is one of the best things to do for crafting. So I'm not going to actually make any of these until I get lunars and whatever magic level it is. I can't remember. It's in the 70s for super glass make, because it'll take like 12 supplies I think, and it can make up to 18. So you just kind of get like a free little bit of molten glass, so it's definitely more efficient to do it that way. So I have my seaweed, soda ash, and buckets of sand. The battle staves I've been buying because I'll need those, and that's one of the best money making and crafting methods for Ironman. Iron bars, couple lobsters, a little bit of food, toad flax potions, just a bunch of crap, and the prayer potions, proselyte, holy wrench, useful stuff for Slayer. Steel bars, I'm going to need to make a lot more of these for cannonballs going forward. Bando's robe top, so this is what I use for when I go hunt for the ecumenical keys. So Saradomin, Bandos, I can't remember what that is, but then I have Zamrock, I guess it's the Armadillo book, and then I have the unholy symbols for Zamrock item. And then down here's my fishing. I fished 8,500 raw monkfish. These are going to be, I've been kind of just AFKing fishing while I've been putting together all the stuff I need to start all these videos. So I got to 80 fishing, a couple cooked. I've been using these for the winter tod. Same thing with the trout. I'm just kind of trying to burn through those because they're not efficient food to use. There's into my dragon defenders. We're in full helmets. This is what I've gotten from the winter tod. So I got dynamite, saltpeter, mahogany, and teak logs. I still have 23 Raynar seeds, plus all the Raynars I've harvested. You saw 19 snapdragons, and I'll show you how many I've harvested so far. 44 maple seeds, 16 U's, magics, spirit seeds, raw sharks, diamonds. I think I have 3 full sets. I have a hood on right now, and boots maybe. And then I have, I think, upwards of 10,000 charges in my book right now. I have a 4th Tome of Fire on me right now. Into this kind of drop tab, so there's the snapdragons I was talking about, 395 so far. Drop tab herbs, rune arrows, this is going to be all my dragon hides. This is where I'm going to put all my drops. This is just kind of useless, just all the Slayer stuff I'd ever need, just kind of thrown to the side. Farming tab, so I have my super compost and buckets and pineapples to make super compost. Explorer's Ring 2, I need to get this to 3 for the unlimited teleports because it sucks only having 3 a day. But that, and then my ectophile for herb runs. This is some more of my gear. And when I was speaking about that winter Todd luck 1 in 10,000 drop, I got the Dragon X. So, and then I have trees. I actually just planted my last use. I have potted. I need to pot some more. And then this is just going to be the Clue Scroll Rewards tab. I got a banner. I think that's about $1 mil on the GE, but it doesn't matter to me. Some more teleports, purple sweets, all that. So that's the bank, and I want to show y'all just kind of a baseline to start off with. And I'll probably do this at the end of every video so y'all can see just kind of how efficiently I've been playing, if y'all want, or just kind of what I've accomplished in each video, and then whatever amount of time. So, just to show y'all real quick, if I can find Hans. I can't. So I'm going to show the bank value at the end of every video so we can see how far we progressed. And then I'll show how many days I've spent. So 20 days, 21 hours, and 51 minutes for now. That's going to be the end of the first video. Let me know anything I can improve on in the comments below, and I'll see y'all next video.